Aktidom, the same name as Android phase 1. And first of all, I want to thank my group for doing this possible. You are great persons and hard nerds. And here's the agenda of today. First, some background, so just to remind you what was the phase 1. And then we have a product demonstration, and the guys are talking more about the technology behind that project. And last one is just some stakeholders and market stuff. Okay, this was the phase 1. We wanted to make a system which activates and reminds elderly people to live at their homes. And this is targeted to people who are in mental rehabilitation or elderly with memory loss. And of course this fits anyone who needs motivating and encouraging and just help to remember daily routines. And here you can see the picture of the project phase 1, the application. It was a fake picture, but yeah, that was it. And you will see we have done some modification. Okay.
So we built a system that has sensors that detect different appliances around the apartment, and it connects the sensors with the Raspberry Pi, the smartphone app, and the server. On the server, there is some logic that figures out if you should do something or if you have done something too many times, and then it pushes the notifications to the smartphone app where you can dismiss it or do the thing that you were supposed to do. Here's a floor map of our sample apartment. There are sensors on the mailbox, bedroom, of the bed, fridge, shower, toilet, and on the door. Door actually has 2 sensors, one for coming in and one for coming out. And I think that's it. So maybe you should do a demo of the product. But we should turn on the camera.
This is the application. It contains all the audio notifications about, for example, maybe you don't see it that clearly. Like, for example, I definitely think your mailbox is full now. This is because the user didn't check his mailbox for like 3 days or something. So basically we simulated all the stuff with the switches.
So when the person actually checks his mailbox, mailbox, and the action is completed, so it will not show on the Android app again.
The same is for the shower. For example, if you didn't take a shower for a day, you get a notification like, it was kind of cute. I don't want to be rude, but I need to take a shower now. So for example, we could simulate it with this one, and yeah, it works. Engineers, and we kind of like this stuff. Yeah, you could also snooze it, like for example, if you want to eat in 10 minutes or so, you just press the button snooze, it gets then dismissed. Kind of dismissed. And then after 10 minutes, you get the notification again. Sure. Yeah. So how we done it? Actually, it's pretty simple architecture. We have a Raspberry Pi, and that has all the sensors, sends it to the server, sends them to a server, and the server pre-processes them, kind of makes the decision when to send a notification, and if it should contain a message like you should definitely do it now, or just maybe you should think of it like possibility. I mean, there are 3 types of priorities, like the critical one, the urgent one, and the normal one. So the server then decides which one is actionable now. What the server has to do also is sending the notifications to the Android smartphone. We decided to do it with Android because we all have Android. But we were lazy enough not to implement the push notifications, so we just like refresh every second or so. The server is built with Ruby on Rails. I like the framework, I like the language and so on. It's pretty good for prototyping, and you can do a lot of stuff pretty easily and fast. For example, for a couple of years, the first couple of years, Twitter was working on Ruby on Rails, GitHub, and so on. The code of the server is pushed on this GitHub. If maybe after the project someone wants to collaborate with us or exchange some ideas, this is the address, and if anyone send me a pull request. Maybe now it's time also to show the web client. This one. These are the current notifications. The red ones are the urgent, are the critical. So if 3 days are passed, for example, you should definitely check your mailbox. The orange one is if you didn't eat like for a couple of hours. And the green ones are like go to the toilet and such stuff. We have also implemented some statistics, like mode notifications we got. These that are not responded yet, responded ones, and then divide them by type, like for toilet, mailbox, meal, shower, sleep, and going outside. And the goal of these web clients is actually for relatives and doctors, medical staff, to have a look at the patient and eventually monitor him if he or she has done their daily chores. And that's it from me.
So now I'm going to talk a little bit more about the sensors. In the prototype we've already seen there are several sensors applied to the home. For this project, the real sensors were not available, so we used some switches to act like the real sensors. We did, however, research what sensors should be used when they actually build the product in somebody's home. For example, the mailbox could be measured with pressure sensors to see if somebody has checked it. And for the front door, you can use like laser sensors. There will be 2, one in the so you can see the direction the person is going, to monitor if he's going inside or outside. So you can check that as well. For the bed, there is a sensor available that's like a strap on your bed, and it measures the pressure on it, but you don't really feel that there's a sensor needed, so you can still sleep comfortable. Well, so for the next step of our product, the prototype switches need to be replaced by sensible sensors. So we use the switches, which we then connected to a Raspberry Pi. Then this Raspberry Pi will check if a switch is on or off and send the data to the server. Then via the router we install. This is a bit closer up. It's connected to a breadboard and then directly onto the pins, the GPIO pins of the Raspberry Pi. We used Python, the Python language, to program the Raspberry Pi, and our startup project, daemon, will run as soon as the Raspberry Pi connects to the power. So you don't need to start up the code or connect to SSH just to activate the program. It will start as soon as you connect the Raspberry to the power, and everything should work.
And we also did some research on stakeholders. So who else is going to benefit if this system hits the markets? Of course, nurses at nursing homes. I mean, we believe this system is possible to build to the nursing house, so the nurses can use this web application to see what's going on there. And relatives who are living far away, so they can also check it online. And parents maybe who want to look after their kids, if parents are still working and kids come from school, so they can kind of control what they're doing. And medical professionals, doctors can use this system, so they can identify diseases, like if this user suddenly starts visiting toilets like 10 times a day, that's probably a symptom of something. And insurance companies, maybe not in Finland but elsewhere, and of course general society, if we can give the elderly people living at their own homes, so that's a big thing.
So the unique selling points, the system is sleek and easy to use. It can be installed anywhere, any place, at your smartphone with you at all times. And the sensors are simple to install in any sort of house or accommodation. The system is also low costing, and it can be easily customized to specific needs of any user. And also the app allows the user to track activity and data of the week.
And here's the future work. Yeah. So, what are the next steps? Of course, we need to replace the switches with real sensors and do a full-scale demonstration. So maybe that way we can have some results to prove that the system works. And we can develop app for Aktidom platforms like iOS. And extend functionality even further. And if we want to sell this, we need to search for partners to get the money.
But we actually achieved our goals, so we set like low goals and just to make proof of concept. Yeah, this was the most common words, and we achieved it pretty easily.
So that was it. Thank you.